And if somebody wants to do a paint job on their own at their house, do you recommend like a certain brush? Does the brush matter? Or do they buy the cheapest thing?
I don't really want to say this, but it's true. It's not the brush, it's the man that's holding it. Do I have a favorite brush? Absolutely. I use a 3.5-inch Purdy Chinex. Sorry, I said a 3-inch Purdy Chinex, and that's my favorite. That's my go-to.
It's like a pair of cleats, I guess. Like if you can't play football and you have $300 cleats,
you still can't play football.
Yeah, so kind of same concept.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, you can give Michelangelo a junky brush and he's still going to paint the Sistine Chapel.
Right, yeah.
So it is what it is.
Yeah. Welcome to the On the Move with Matt podcast, where we sit down with local businesses and highlight what makes Winchester and the surrounding area so special. Whether you already live here, you're considering a move, or you just want to plan a visit, my goal is to help you discover everything this community has to offer. What's going on, guys, and welcome to another episode of On the Move with Matt. Today I'm here with Nate Hatke, who's the owner of Reliable Painting and Reconditioning. So thanks for coming on today.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so can you tell us, how did you make it to Winchester, Virginia?
Kind of a long story, but I was actually a pastor for 18, 19 years.
Okay.
And we were living in Florida, and I put myself through Bible college painting. So I've been doing it since I was probably 17 years old.
Yeah.
I'm 47 now, so 30 years.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And so when we kind of stepped back from ministry, I started a painting business there, and it took off right away. Became one of the most successful painting businesses in the Fort Myers, Cape Coral area.
Yeah.
And then we moved here for better schools about 7 years ago,
Okay.
something like that, 6 or 7. And been here ever since. Started a little painting company on my own, just me by myself.
Yep.
And it's really boomed. It's just kind of taken off. We're 5-star rated, and we've got 3 full-time guys plus me now. And so keep busy.
In Florida, you had a full-time business that you owned, or somebody else owned?
Yeah,
with you?
I owned by myself there in Florida. We had about 6 or 7 guys, a couple crews, and we did everything from commercial, residential, you name it, we did it.
So how was the transfer from having a business running in Florida, coming to Virginia, and starting fresh?
Well, actually, it's kind of cool. I had a employee who stepped up and continued to run that branch.
Okay.
So when I was here, I was here by myself, and I was still assisting and running a full company down there with all my guys and everything. That lasted for about 3 or 4 years.
Okay.
And then it was just, he had decided it was time for him to retire, and it was a lot for me to run on my own. So we kind of closed doors down there, and then started focusing up here.
So what all do you guys offer? Interior painting, exterior, everything?
Oh yeah, we do everything. We do everything from drywall repairs, power washing, interior, exterior painting, commercial, residential, you name it, we do it.
And do you guys do anything to like set yourself apart from the competition? You're not like a big franchise or anything?
No, honestly, the best thing we do for our customers is keep our prices low and competitive, and we offer the highest quality painting, in my opinion, of anyone around. And that's what separates us.
Yeah.
A lot of our customers are surprised. They're like, hey, I get a job from them, and they're like, okay, Nate, how much do we need to put down? How much do you need for materials? And the one thing that separates us from everyone else is I'm like, I don't need a penny. I cover the cost. I cover everything.
Yeah.
We do everything. And then at the end of the job, when you're 100% satisfied and everything looks perfect, then we'll take payment. And so that's great, because it reassures me that when I walk off of that work site, my customers are 100% happy.
Right.
And if they're 100% happy, I'm going to get a 5-star rating.
Right. Yeah.
And that's what I live off of is our rating and our customers. We're all word of mouth. We don't do any advertising or anything like that. So that helps us a lot, and that's really what has allowed our business to take off in this market and in the area.
Has there ever been an issue where you finish a job and somebody doesn't pay you?
Honestly, no. It hasn't happened yet. Knock on wood.
Yeah.
I hope that it'll never happen, but my guys and myself, we do anything for our customers. We want them to be happy, and I think the customers understand that.
Right.
There's no hidden cost with me. I'm not like, I know I said it was $2,000, but now it's $5,000. That doesn't happen with us. we a lot of times we'll have customers that are like, "Hey Nate, while you're
Yeah.
here, you're doing such a great job. Can you do this?" And I'll be like, "Sure, no problem." And I always give them a price for any add-ons, so they
Right.
know what's coming. There's
Right. No surprises.
no surprises with us. We're not
And,
going to do that to you.
and how did you get into power washing? Is that just
Well, honestly, we have to power wash anyways as part of our exterior painting,
right?
so we have all the equipment.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it makes no sense. Somebody's
Yeah.
like, "Hey, I didn't know you power washed." And I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, like we're gonna power wash and degrease and clean your whole, get all the mildew and all the stains off the house. Would you like your driveway done, or is there anything else?" And absolutely, yeah. Can you do this? Can you do that? So yeah, we do a little of everything. We do staining, decks. I mean, you name it, we can do it.
And if somebody is nervous about you coming in, like a furnished house, how do you kind of reassure them? We're going to cover everything. You don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we take all precautions. Every piece of furniture is plasticed off. Especially if we're doing ceilings.
Right.
If we're going in and doing ceilings, every square inch of the carpet and the flooring is covered. Whether that's drop cloths or paper, whatever it is, the floor is going to be papered or dropped off, and then every piece of furniture will have plastic and will be
Yeah.
covered.
So
Um,
so you come in their house, just tell them leave everything in place. We got it. Don't move anything.
yeah, really, the only things we ask is for them to remove any wall hangings. They'll take pictures and stuff like that off the wall.
Right.
And the easiest thing for us is I'm like, listen, if you, I know how it is. You're
Yeah.
as a husband, like your wife's like, oh, I want these just right, and
Right.
so what we do is we'll say, hey, take the pictures off the wall, and if you want them to stay, leave the nails.
Right. Yeah.
So customers are like, oh yeah, I get it, that's great.
Yeah.
So if they take the nail out or take the screw out, we'll patch it and we'll repair it and give them a fresh wall.
Right.
And so really that's about the only thing we ask is,
Okay.
take your pictures off your walls.
Right.
If we see a nail, it's staying, so that way
Yeah.
you don't have to remeasure.
Yeah.
And if you just pop the nail out, even if there's a dent or a ding, that's okay. We'll fix it. We'll repair
Yeah.
it. That's no problem.
And do you guys do like big drywall repairs or just like minor stuff?
We have a subcontractor who
Okay.
who does our big stuff,
Right.
but 90% of our small stuff,
Yeah.
anything, like fist size holes, or
Right.
we don't want to say fist size because of course no one would ever damage their own home.
Right. Exactly.
But
Yeah. Yeah.
let's just say doorknob size holes
Right,
or
yeah,
anything like that.
yeah.
Yeah, we can take care of that. That's no problem.
Okay. And if somebody has a hole in their wooden door, is that something you guys can fix before you paint, or do they need to get a
It depends on the situation.
right?
Most of the time, I would advise going ahead and replacing the door. Doors are so cheap now. I mean,
Right. Yeah.
for under $100, you can replace the door.
Yeah.
And it just depends on the door. If it's a lot of
Yeah.
times, especially here, in Virginia, there's a lot of like thick, heavy doors that are very expensive, but they get a little snow or rain up against them
Uh,
at the bottom, and they just have some rotten wood at the bottom. We
Right.
can absolutely repair stuff like that. We'll scrape it all out and
Yeah.
put some Bondo in there, and we can repair small
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Okay. And how's it been moving your family to Virginia? Are you guys enjoying it here? It's
We're loving it, honestly.
okay. Is it
Really,
different than Florida?
it is a lot different. One, you're not
Well,
sweating your
yeah.
rear end off all year long.
Right. Yeah.
But no, it's been a big life change. But it's been good. I grew up in Indiana, and my wife in Pittsburgh, so
Okay.
we missed the snow, we missed the change of weather and
Right. Yeah.
seasons and all that. So
Yeah.
that's been great to kind of get back, and we're a little closer to our families, so that's been good for us.
And do you have any like 5-year plans for your business, or is it kind of just day by day?
No, we have big plans. I'd like to see it to continue to grow. I'd like to get a
Yeah.
second crew going.
Yeah.
We have 3 amazing guys right now that are the best of the best.
Yeah.
And I've been able to acquire them from other businesses where the
Okay.
business owner retired or
Yeah.
whatever, and I got their best guy on their crew, and so
Yeah.
we've got a great thing going right now with great guys, great customer service. Yeah, I'd like to expand a little, but as
Yeah.
of right now, we're really content with where we are. We're doing a great job, and everybody seems to be really happy. So
And can you paint metal roofs? I know a lot of people need to get their roofs refinished.
yeah,
You,
absolutely.
yeah.
we just did one this past summer, a big wedding venue outside of
Yeah.
town,
Okay.
and they have like the big red barns,
Right. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they have everything in there, and we painted 5 different barns on their property,
Okay.
40, 50, 60 feet high in the air.
Yeah.
Not a problem for us. We can take care of whatever you need.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Do you have any crazy stories of paint jobs that you've gotten into?
Nothing that I'm going to talk about.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No, no,
Anybody?
it's all been great. Honestly, we're gonna do everything we can to keep me and my guys safe. We're gonna do what we can to get everything and make sure it looks good,
Right.
in a good, safe way.
Yeah.
So
'Cause I'm sure you're using like oil-based kills paint, stuff like that. That stuff is potent if you're not careful.
oh, it is.
So you guys have to wear like respirators.
Yeah, we wear respirators if we're closed in a small area, or you
Right.
can get a little loopy with it every once in
Right.
a while, get a little giggly.
Yeah.
So
And you can do like concrete floors and stuff like that.
absolutely, yeah, we do garage epoxies.
Okay.
You've seen the garage floor with the flakes in it
You
and
can
all
do
that
that?
stuff. Yeah, we do
Oh
that.
wow.
We we do top of the line. We'll bring in concrete grinders and prep the surface.
Okay.
A lot of people don't understand the garage door floors and how time consuming they are. So they're not the most cost effective. They're not cheap, but the great
Right.
thing about those epoxies is they last like forever.
Right. Yeah.
Like, I pretty much tell people like, listen, this is going to get you a minimum of 20 years. Like it's these epoxies are bulletproof,
Right.
but we've got to do them right. You got to prep
Yeah.
the surface. You can't just come in and power wash the garage floor and
Right.
rough it up with sandpaper and think that's acceptable. And
Yeah.
so we come in with a surface grinder and we'll remove all the clear coat that's on it,
Yeah.
open up the concrete so it's really porous, so
Right.
it accepts the paint,
Okay.
and then we put a couple layers of clear coat hardener on top,
Yeah.
which is going to just solidify it, and that'll stop the greases and the oils and the antifreezes and all the stuff that comes from your vehicles and the hot
Right.
tires in the summer.
Yeah.
It'll just
Yeah.
harden that surface. It'll make it bulletproof. It'll be great for you.
So if somebody has an epoxy already on their floor, you can grind that off and redo it.
Absolutely. It's a
Okay.
pain in the rear, but
Yeah.
it can be done. Yeah.
Yeah. Because
To
I'm
do
sure.
it correctly, that's what you need to do.
Hey, it's Matt Kilmer. Yes, the guy you're listening to right now. When I'm not sitting down with local business owners and sharing their stories, I'm helping people buy and sell homes right here in Winchester, Frederick County, and even across state lines into West Virginia. For me, real estate isn't just about transactions. It's about finding the right fit for your life. Whether you're upgrading, downsizing, or even buying your very first home, I'm here to guide you every step of the way. From showings to negotiations, you'll never be left wondering what's next. If you're thinking about making a move, pause this episode, send me a quick message, and let's make your next move the right one. All right, let's get back to the episode. Sold some homes and, you go in there and it's not a color you like.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, I guess you got your job cut out for you,
Yeah.
especially when the concrete goes like a good, 6 inches up the wall and you got to grind it off that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's those are all hand tools. But our biggest problem is when we come in after another painter who has done the epoxy and
Yeah.
he just roughed up the surface and he didn't do a thorough prep job.
Right, yeah.
And there's nothing worse than an epoxy that's hard as a rock, that's peeling and got, big areas or patches that it's completely down to concrete.
Right, yeah.
So it's very important when you're hiring somebody to get somebody that's qualified,
Yeah.
somebody that's insured, that knows what they're doing, and that guarantees their work.
Yeah.
So
And do you guys have like a system when you go in a house and paint it? If you're painting a whole house, I mean, you got to take off hinges, doorknobs,
yeah.
all that stuff. How do you keep track of all that stuff and not lose it?
Well, our crew, we have our own little systems that we do. We'll take all the switch plates off, and we put them in one window seal, in the house, or on, if we're in the kitchen, we'll put them on one of the counters. We'll just have one location in every room.
Right.
All the screws will go back in the holes so they don't get lost, because that
Mm.
always happens. You
Right.
get everything on and you go,
Yeah.
oh, this switch plate doesn't have a screw.
Right, yeah.
And trim's always the last thing we do anyways. So we'll start at the ceiling and work our way down.
Right.
And once the walls are done, we'll take all the switch plates off that window seal or wherever it is,
Yeah.
and we'll put them back on.
Right.
And then we'll work on the trim and paint the trim and get everything done.
Okay.
So yeah, there's got to be a method to the madness,
Right,
or
yeah.
it's never going to turn out right.
It's just going to be chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah. And do you have like a painting account at Sherwin-Williams or something?
Oh yeah, I have an account at we can go anywhere.
Yeah.
I've got an account at Sherwin-Williams. We use Regal as well, which is Benjamin Moore.
Right. Yeah.
But we'll use pretty much any paint on the market. I'm a
Yeah.
big Sherwin-Williams guy,
Yeah.
because their warranties are amazing and their customer service is second to none.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, absolutely. If you asked me to paint your house today and you said I want to use Behr paint from Home Depot, not a problem. We can take care of that for you.
Right. So that won't bother you
Nah.
if you get like a cheaper paint.
Well, I'm going to refer, I'm going to do my best to steer you in the best direction I possibly can.
Right.
And if price is an issue, I want to make that not the issue. I want you to have the best product that you can have
Right.
for your money. There has been jobs where, they were worried about that side of it.
Right.
I've actually eaten money before. Just, hey, I think you're going to be happier with this product. What's your
Right.
thoughts on this?
Right.
And I have no problem doing that.
What's the difference between like eggshell, flat, satin?
The big question.
Yeah.
So no, the cool thing is there's an old saying that painters use: the higher the sheen, the better the clean.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, so when you go, but the lower the sheen, it's going to hide all the flaws. So
Right.
when you buy a brand new house,
Yeah.
everything, ceiling to floor, they're going to put flat paint on
Right. Yeah.
because they want to hide every nail pop, every imperfection.
Yeah.
They don't want you to see any mistakes or any flaws.
Right.
The only problem with that is when you come in on your own or a painter comes in and puts satin on a wall, it's going to have a little more sheen to it. You're going to say, oh, well, look at all these nail pops. What? Look at all
Right.
this. Look at this flaw. Oh, I didn't see that ding. Was that dimple always there? Was that always there? Was
Right.
that line in the drywall always there? And
Yeah.
so it's fighting that battle of cleanability with still looking good, your
Right.
cosmetics of your house.
Right. Yeah.
And so yeah, so that's kind of the best thing, the best product on the market right now. And most people don't know about Sherwin-Williams has a product called Duration. And
Okay.
they have the best of both worlds. They have a flat paint that is washable.
Oh wow.
And that nothing like that has been around for years and years and years.
Right. Yeah.
You go up to a flat wall and you wipe it with a wet rag, and what
Yeah.
happens? It looks like a chalkboard.
Right. Yeah.
It's like, man, why does that spot look so chalky? It's because
Yeah.
that's the history of flat paint.
Right.
Duration doesn't do that. So it kind of gives you the best of both worlds. But yeah, the main theory, and it's been true for the last 50 years, is the higher the sheen, the better the clean. And so
Right. Yeah.
so that's what I always tell my customers when they're, if you got kids, you're going to want to go with the satin.
Yeah.
I have the little bar area in my kitchen,
Yeah.
and the kids sit up there every morning and they
Right.
put their
Yeah.
feet on there, or they'll go out and play and they'll have their shoes on, even though we're supposed to take our shoes off when we go in the front door, and they'll
Yeah.
get their dirty feet all over my cabinets. And so I literally put semi-gloss on my high traffic walls, my bathrooms,
Yeah.
my hallways, my stairwells, where instead of
Right.
grabbing the handrail, they'll run their hands down the side.
Yeah.
So I've done all my stairwells in my house semi-gloss just
Yeah.
to hold back from my kids, because they will
Yeah.
make it a mess if you don't.
Yeah. And you just wipe it right off.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. It's a lot more cleanable than anything else that you could
Right.
put on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you recommend with like decks, should people like a wood deck paint them or stain them?
Honestly, it depends on your preference. My preference and my suggestion is you can actually get a solid stain. And what that does is it will look exactly like a paint, but
Right.
it'll penetrate that wood like a
Yeah.
stain.
Yeah.
So if you get a good high quality product, I can get you put in a product for like $45-50 a gallon at Sherwin-Williams that will last you, 8 years before it fades, and you're not going to worry, because it's a stain. You're not going to worry about peeling. You're not going to worry about
Right. Yeah.
cracking and all those issues, because it's
Yeah.
penetrating the wood. But it's going to look
Right.
exactly like a paint.
Okay.
So
I know a lot of people in their drywall, especially on the upper level, will have like cracks and stuff that it's expand and contract over the winter
yeah,
and summer.
yeah.
Is there a way that you guys can fix those before you paint?
Yeah, we absolutely can fix those. It is inevitable in this weather. Virginia weather is,
Yeah.
if you don't like the weather, wait till tomorrow.
Right. Yeah.
So you're going to have settling cracks. That's going to happen for up to 20 years
Yeah.
from when the house was built. But yeah, absolutely. We'll patch those. We'll scrape them.
Yeah.
We'll dig those out just a little to get us a good surface, and then we will mud over those and we'll
Yeah.
skim coat those, make them look nice for you.
Okay.
And yeah, get those set back to where you won't even notice they were ever there.
Any idea what's causing that? Is like
It
the
just what
flexing?
you said. Yeah, it's just flexing. It's
Yeah.
settling in the house.
Yeah.
Everything breathes, including wood,
Right. Yeah.
and people don't understand that. And so, when your house is really warm in your house, your wood is going to dry out a little. It's going to shrink.
Right.
When it's cold and there's moisture in the wood,
Yeah.
your wood is going to expand because it's
Right.
going to hold the moisture.
Right. Yeah.
And so, you've probably seen like a piece of plywood or something, or even doors at the bottom of your door. When they get wet, they'll swell.
Right. Yeah.
And that's what's doing it. It's just that wood is absorbing, it's breathing in, it's absorbing that moisture, and it's your walls are going to do the same thing.
Right. And do you guys try to do anything like get involved in the community to kind of help build your business, or not quite yet?
We haven't got to that point where I'd like to be. We have helped out a few people at our church, and stuff like that when we see a need.
Yeah.
There has been a couple opportunities that we had, and we were able to work with Sherwin-Williams in the past.
Yeah.
It was one specific occurrence in Florida.
Yeah.
When I had my branch there, somebody had lost everything in
Wow.
one of the hurricanes, and so
Yeah.
we were able to go in. I called my rep at Sherwin-Williams, and they got all the paint for free for the whole house.
Oh wow.
And then we went in on a slow week. I took my guys over there,
Yeah.
and we just worked on that house and took
Okay.
care of that person. She was an elderly lady, had just lost
Okay.
her husband,
Oh
didn't
wow.
really know how to do it, and so we went in and just blessed her. I'd love to get to a point here where we can start doing that, and I think we're very close to that.
Right. Yeah. And I mean, you're keeping your crew busy right now. You said you want to
Yeah,
get two going.
yeah.
Do they all have like their own work vans and stuff like that, or they just not?
They don't. We actually work out of a trailer, which
Okay.
is great because then we can separate when we need to and put
Right.
stuff in put some stuff in my truck and the other stuff at the work site in a
Right.
trailer.
Yeah.
So that allows us to kind of break up.
Yeah.
Today, all my guys are at one work site. Tomorrow, we'll be
Right.
at two different crews.
Oh, okay.
Me and one of the guys will be at a separate location tomorrow. But
Yeah.
I'd love to get to a point where we've got 3 or 4 guys on each crew, each with their own truck and their own trailer,
Right.
and hitting the ground running and have everything they need right there at their fingertips.
Right. And if somebody wants to do a paint job on their own at their house, do you recommend like a certain brush? Does the brush matter, or
Uh,
should they buy the cheapest thing?
I don't really want to say this, but it's true. It's not the brush; it's the man that's holding it.
Okay. Yeah.
And I have do I have a favorite brush? Absolutely. I use a 3.5-inch Purdy Chinex. Or
Yeah.
sorry, I said a 3-inch Purdy Chinex, and that's my favorite. That's my go-to.
Yeah.
But everybody to each his own. But the main thing is the hands that are holding it.
Right. Yeah. It's like a pair of cleats, I guess. Like if you can't play football and you have $300 cleats,
You still can't play football.
Yeah. So kind of same concept.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, you can give Michelangelo a junky brush, and he's still going to paint the Sistine Chapel.
Right. Yeah.
So it is what it is.
Yeah. Well, thanks for coming on today. We really
Yeah, no
appreciate it.
problem.
If somebody wants to contact you to get painting done, should they go to your Facebook, call you? What's the best way?
Either way, probably calling's my best number, or my best way to get a hold of me, calling
Yeah.
or texting. And I'm sure you can probably pop my number up on the screen right now with your
Right.
editing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can also be found on Facebook, Reliable Painting and Reconditioning.
Okay.
And they can reach out on Messenger to me as well.
Okay. One last thing. How did you come up with the logo?
With
Did,
the logo.
did somebody design that for you?
Honestly, my buddy was going through like a college course to do, graphic design.
Right. Yeah.
And I just called him up. I said, "Hey man, what can you do for me?"
Yeah.
And he goes, "I actually have a project where I need to do a business design
Right.
anyways."
Yeah.
And so he used that, and he sent me like 3 or 4 things, and I just saw that and I was like, "Dude, I love it. That's perfect."
Right.
Like it looks great, and it goes with what I
Yeah.
was looking for. So
And he came up with the colors and everything.
yeah, he came up with the teal,
Yeah.
and it just looked great, and so we just ran with it.
Yeah. No, it looks good. But
Yeah.
thanks for coming on today.
Thanks for having me.
Yep.